Welcome back to Self-Built. Today is a build video. This is going to be kind of a health and fitness / elder care video. What I'm going to be showing you how to build is it's kind of like a trapeze with a pulley that's going to help you assist lifting someone, saving your back, and if you're not strong enough to lift the person, being able to come up with a couple different ways to help get somebody off the floor that's not supposed to be on the floor. Hopefully make life a little bit easier and also easing the burden of being a caretaker. I'm not a doctor, physical therapist, or an engineer. I'm just some dude on YouTube that came up with a great solution for something that's going on in my life. So if this is something that you're looking for, I'm going to show you how to build it. It was about 60 bucks from just a big hardware store. I did use a couple goodies of just scraps that I had laying around. If you didn't have any of this at all, I would guess it's probably somewhere around $75 to $80, just depending on what you can find. But it can still be cheaper than some other apparatuses of helping get people off the floor. And if anything, hopefully this is just something to spark some ideas of what you can do. You can also use this platform as a portable cable machine to help build up some of those muscles, to help have a stronger upper body, lower body. Those videos will probably come in the future, but if you just hooked up something like this or made something, there's so many different options. You can use any sort of DIY weight, just jugs of water, for example. There's a lot of easy DIY affordable things that you could do. So those will probably come in the future. Just throwing some ideas out at you.
Take two 10-foot PVC pipes. This is a 1.5 inch diameter. We're going to cut one in half, so two 5-foot sections. And then the other one is going to have a 3-foot cut and two 3.5-foot cuts. So first we're going to chop this bad boy in half. Don't forget that safety first. And then these last two cuts of 3.5 feet are going to be cut in half again, which will be right at 21 inches, give or take. After they're all cut, I just hosed them down a little bit. It really helped clean up the shavings inside the pipe, so that way it's not going to make more of a mess than it needs to. This next one is going to be the 3-foot section. You're going to be drilling a hole right in the center. This is where the eye bolt is going to come through, and you're going to attach that pulley. Get yourself some rubbing alcohol and a rag and just wipe down the parts that are going to be getting glued. You want the mating surface to be as clean as possible. Get a little bit of cement here. This stuff is really strong and it dries really quick, so make sure you're not messing around and you want to connect those as quick as you can. These are going to be the feet, and then this is going to be the top part. Same process as before. Make sure everything's all cleaned up. I lucked out on this part. I wasn't paying attention to the eye bolt position, and luckily just flipping it upside down solved the trick, but just be aware of the position on that so you don't have to re-drill another hole. Setting it up's quick and easy. I'm not going to glue the feet on just so you can break it down, have it be compact, and be sure to test it out a little bit. Grab a chain and a pool noodle. This is going to be what is the assister for lifting somebody up, and I'm just going to measure really easily. Chop off the excess and then just slide it through the middle. Doesn't get much simpler than that. And that way it can hook under the arms of whoever needs a little assistance, and they are good. To finish this, we're just going to put some end caps on each side.
Adding those caps really helped a lot with the stability on this. If I glued this in, it would probably help, but I want it to be a little bit portable so this can at least come out so it doesn't be super cumbersome. You can use this in a variety of different ways. What I'm thinking is it could be a good option if it's just 100% dead weight and if grandma or grandpa is not able to assist with lifting themselves up. Know what they weigh so that way you can know if you're building it strong enough. With that weight test I was doing, that was her total body weight. It's not needing to be super heavy duty. This is the end that is going to attach under her arms, so that way it does have a little bit of padding, doesn't dig in too much. It's still not the most comfortable thing in the world, but neither is falling down either. And how this will work is typically you'll be able to get the person to be sitting up, so that way you can just have this wrapped around. And then You can go a couple of different ways. You can add some sort of attachment to where you can just hang on to this and pull down. I would recommend staying as close to this and trying to just do a downward. So that way it's just putting the stress just up and down where this is the strongest. What I think it would really excel at is, say the grandparent is down there, and then you put maybe 25 pounds here, and then you're able to go around and then help assist the person up. So that way it still saves your back a lot, and you're still getting a little bit of assistance because usually they just need a little bit of help. And then there's one other great thing. What you can do is, I like thinking of this as an assisted squat machine. So the person can get in like so, and then put whatever weight would be good to help take off and assist with the weight. And then that person can just lower themselves carefully and come back up as a great way of physical therapy. If this is still a little bit sketchy or scary, just have a chair underneath them. So if they fail or if they're not able to, there's no danger involved. And this will just help take off a little bit of weight until they build up the strength to be able to do it on their own. So hopefully you can kind of help do some physical therapy and build that strength and muscle. At least that's my idea. And also know the height of grandma and grandpa. My grandma's pretty short, so this will be just fine for her. So just try to build it accordingly so it's tailored to whoever it's going to. Just thinking of some different scenarios or lifting ways that you could try that might be helpful. You could get this set up to where this is probably a little bit higher, but it depends on your flexibility. And you could just put your foot in here and help push down to help with lifting. You could also have someone behind at the same time helping lift. Just depends on everyone's physical abilities. But there's just another idea that might hopefully be helpful for you. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this helped with you caring for somebody that's not able to physically help themselves up, or if you're also not able to physically help them as well. Hopefully this can save some backs, save some accidents. Just be 100% careful and do this at your own discretion though. I'm not a doctor, nor an engineer, or a physical therapist. So this is just some DIY guy on YouTube. So do what you want, but this is just an idea that I came up with, since this is kind of my world of building equipment on the cheap that is still pretty sturdy and pretty good. I mean, I was able to do a pull-up on this, and I'm about 190 pounds. So if grandma's weighing about half that, this thing's gonna be just fine. If you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, let me know in the comments below. We can make this a great resource for everyone that's looking for something like this. I always reach out and reply to everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time for watching and commenting if you do. If you could do me a huge favor, watch one of these videos over here, that would be just swell. Don't forget to punch in our ticket on that game train, and we'll see you next time on Mo Self Built.